Chat. 1, 2, chat. Say something so I can have it on volume.
I don't know what to really say. I'm a man of few words. I mostly talk through my actions, and I like long walks on the beach.
Oh my god, there's going to be a lot of podcasts. Hey everybody, I'm Cisco.
And I'm Cody.
We are filming our very first podcast for the 96 Studios podcast, and we have a lot to talk about. So much stuff we have written down, and iPods, laptops. So before we get started, we want to thank everybody for 5,000 subscribers. Long time coming. We started off with 0 about a year and a half ago after we got back from a Comic-Con trip, and we just thought it'd be a good idea just to throw some of our art out there, take you on some of our adventures we've been going on. And it's been doing pretty well. 5,000 subscribers later, a year and a half later, and we want to grow. We want to keep getting bigger, better. So please like, comment, subscribe. We're going to have a contest for our 5,000 subscribers. You have to wait till the end of the video to see that. What do you guys say?
I have no idea about the contest. Please tell us what you could possibly win.
At the end. At the end of the podcast.
Wait till the end. Okay.
You have to wait till the end, and then comment down below. We'll enter yourself in, but we'll wait to show you what that is. But the first things first is talk about the 96 podcast. What we want to talk about, I want to talk about Disney, like, princesses.
Let's start with Star Wars. That was the most recent thing this weekend with the
Star Wars celebration kicked off in Orlando.
Yeah,
that was a big thing.
That was Chicago.
Was it Chicago this year?
Yeah.
Oh snap! Okay, yeah. Usually it's Orlando, Florida, and that Walt Disney World, but I guess it was Chicago this year. I did not know that. So what did they get? What we got?
So we got a new trailer for the Star Wars movie, Episode 9, coming out in December.
I saw that. Was it called
Rise of Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker.
Yes. Interesting trailer.
What was the last movie called? It was the Fall of the Empire, right? Or Empire? What?
You're way behind,
dude. I'm done. What was the last of the original three?
It was the Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi, and then we had
Episode 8, and then before that was.
Then we had Force. Okay, so the first of these three series was Force Awakens.
Mm-hmm. The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi.
And now it's
Rise of Skywalker.
Yep.
So is he coming back? He died at the end of the last one.
Yeah, he passed on to the Force. He didn't die.
He didn't die. He passed on with the Force.
Yes.
He just gave up the will to live.
One with the Force.
Did Thanos snap and he just, did he become vapor? I don't have the will to live. Sucked away.
No, the Rise of Skywalker could be anything. Rey could be a Skywalker. It could be Anakin coming back. It could be Luke coming back.
Princess Leia is Amy Fisher, right?
Carrie Fisher.
This is her last movie they had her in.
She didn't even film anything for this last movie.
No, they said they got her filming in, right?
No. They're using footage from previous movies.
Oh, so they're going to splice together, kind of. Oh, that's sick.
Yep.
They did at the end of Rogue One when they got her all young.
Yeah, they approved that movie, but after she passed away, they said they didn't want them to do that for her for this movie. So they took unused footage from other movies and kind of cut it up and spliced it and worked that Hollywood magic.
She was in Jay and Silent Bob. Do you think they used some footage from that? Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They could have spliced her in there.
Oh, when she was the nun?
She was the nun. I'm just asking. All right, so we also had Force Awakens. What else? We had, they also dropped that Clone Wars season 7, right?
Yes, I'm excited for that. I actually will subscribe to the Disney Channel.
Oh, hold on to the Disney Plus thing. I got a whole thing about that. The Disney Plus thing's going to wait a minute, but that Clone Wars 7, how long? It's been about 2 years since the last season?
Yeah, it's been longer than 2 years. It's been at least 3 or 4, I think it was.
So who are we following in this one? Anakin already jumped to the dark side, right?
No. They had a whole script for this.
Oh no, that was in Rebels. That was
Rebels. Yes.
Okay.
So they had a whole script and everything, and they didn't get to use it, so they made a book called Ahsoka.
Oh, the apprentice.
Yeah, something like that. And a lot of the script went into that book, but now that they are making this new season, they're going to reuse some of that material and improve on it.
Okay, I saw in the Rebels she had like white lightsabers.
Mm-hmm.
That was metal.
Yeah, and there's actually a whole explanation of why she has white lightsabers, but I can't remember at the top of my head.
You don't remember why she has white lightsabers? She's pure of heart.
That's the thing is, like in the new canon of Star Wars, when a Jedi gets their crystals, they can actually, what's the word? Like
They bond with the crystal.
They bond with the crystal, and then how they bond with it can actually determine the color of the crystal.
I know.
Since she is so pure, from I think what it was is she's so pure that it becomes
you ever think
white.
they had that Jedi that was just a little bit like different than all the rest? And then he was just like he loved like rave music, so they're like, oh, what color did your lightsaber come out? And he turned it on instead of going. It's like just techno colors and stuff: purple, green, blue, teal, purple.
That would be interesting.
He's a special Jedi. He was in the Special Jedi Academy class. Then also Star Wars Land is opening up probably May 4th.
Yeah.
And Disney's just gonna kill with Star Wars this year. 2019 is the year of the Star Wars.
Oh yeah, I mean they got
actually the year of the mouse, man. They got Mickey Mouse owns everything. You working for the mouse now?
Yeah, they got the new movie coming out. They got 2 TV shows coming out. Let's go. Let's get to the Disney Plus.
All right. So the Disney Plus was announced this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna coincide. It's pretty much gonna run like Netflix. They're going to remove all their movies and all their stuff they have on Netflix that was licensed out.
Basically, anything Disney is going to be on this streaming service.
Yeah,
I think they said it's like $6.99 a month.
And they're coming out with like Disney originals. You know those? Remember when we were kids? They had the Disney,
TV shows,
movie originals, Disney Channel original movie, and they had like Brink and Punked and all that stuff. I like Brink.
Yeah, they were saying it's going to be $6.99 a month or $69.95 for a year. So it's going to have every single Disney movie ever made. It's going to have everything licensed by Disney. They're going to come out with a new show called The Mandalore.
Oh, that's right.
To you about this
you sent me I saw your text message about The Mandalore.
Yeah.
It's a whole, it doesn't follow Boba Fett, doesn't follow like a Jango Fett. It just follows a Mandalorian. And it's going to be just going through the whole, it's by Lucasfilms, which is kind of crazy because Lucasfilms was pretty much it's more of a title because they fired everybody. But
and Dave Filoni is, I think, one of the writers on the show. Dave Filoni actually writes for the Clone Wars series, and he is a great writer. I really wish that he could actually make a whole movie for himself. Like here's a movie, write it. That would be amazing.
He's gonna be the next J.J. Abrams.
Yeah. No, better. He made some amazing stories. He even worked with George Lucas when George Lucas was running Star Wars.
See, my whole thing about Star Wars, Disney, and in general, if you could make me feel like I was a kid again, like bring that nostalgia back, take my money. Yeah. I will throw my money at you if you can make me feel like I'm 10 years old again. Because who doesn't want to have that nostalgic feel? If you're going to watch all the movies that you did in one platform, could they compete with Netflix? That's really the big thing. Netflix is throwing money at Netflix originals. You got Big Mouth. That's an animated one. But then they have all the other ones. Stranger Things, and Stranger Things is killing it right now.
I think it's gonna be difficult. I mean, a lot of people have kids, and there's not much on Netflix for kids to really watch. But you could just turn on Disney and just let it go.
Yeah, Disney's is going to be a big juggernaut. They're going to kill this year. And speaking of Disney, we got to talk about Marvel. Marvel's been killing it. Kevin Feige, what he's done in this Marvel universe is about to come to a climax with Avengers.
Let's hold off on Marvel side because we got one more thing for Star Wars. We got the new game coming out.
Which one's that?
Jedi Fallen Order.
See, I was waiting for that one. They were like, was it called 1313?
That one was canceled like 5
I know,
years
but
ago.
there been a better storytelling.
There's actually, I think there was a fan who was trying to remake 1313 of what he could find offline.
Okay.
But no, this new game, unfortunately, it's sponsored by EA, but EA said no microtransactions, no loot boxes. They are just sponsoring the game. It's made by...
I can't trust it. EA did the one with DICE, right? The Battlefront?
Yeah.
You can't... I don't trust EA with their whole microtransactions and stuff.
EA has said that they have no hand whatsoever in this. This is actually made by the people who made Titanfall. And Apex Legends. It is supposedly that's the studio.
Apex is a good game. It's took a chunk out of Fortnite, which Fortnite is still reigning king right now. But it did take a chunk out of their player base. But they have microtransactions. It's a good game. I suck at it, but it's a good game.
Yeah. But all EA is doing is they're just sponsoring the game. They're actually not having any hand whatsoever. So until I actually see more footage, I'm still on the fence about the game. But I'm excited about it because I love Star Wars games. I haven't seen a good Star Wars game in...
I will hold my judgment. I'm pretty sure we'll get to that at that point. But I will hold my judgment on a EA Star Wars RPG game. I'm not too thrilled about that.
No multiplayer.
But let's go Marvel. Marvel's about to kill at the box office in a couple weeks. They're coming out with Endgame.
It's next week.
Next week.
Thursday.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Then look at it. My wallet's already cracked open. They have my money. Kevin Feige is is Leonardo da Vinci of the cinematic universe. This dude has been writing this thing for the last 15 years, 10 years. He's just one of the greatest storytellers of all time. And I'm not talking about directors. Directors you could swap in and out, but Kevin Feige, man, forever, this guy is going to be known as the guy who built Marvel. On his shoulders and everything, he weaved it with a thread, tying all these movies together. But in that, someone's going to die. It's permadeath.
And the movie is supposed to be almost 3 hours long.
3 hours long. They said this is the last movie for a lot of those characters.
Chris Evans is not signing back on as Captain America.
He needs to die.
Robert Downey Jr. is supposedly done with Iron Man.
They should
Chris
reboot
Hemsworth,
that one.
who's Thor, I don't know if he's signed on yet or not. I think he's still in talks. But yeah, a lot of the characters, their contracts are up.
I know the Guardians of the Galaxy got another movie, Chapter 3, which they hired back. James Gunn, which is awesome. That's great. Yep. I was actually very happy about that. And then Disney, once again, wrapping up with the Disney, they got live action movies coming out. The Yin Yang.
They're actually talking about a Hawkeye and Scarlet Witch show for the Disney Plus.
I saw the Hawkeye one, but Disney's just gonna kill everything. They got look at Dumbo. You didn't see Dumbo, did you? I saw Dumbo. I wanted to cry. That movie was awesome.
I will be seeing Aladdin and Lion King though.
Oh, what's his name's in there? Michael Keaton is in Dumbo.
So is Penguin.
Oh, that's right. Danny DeVito is in there. You think they looked at each other going, you. Freaking Tim Burton was like, hold on, you guys. Let's hold up. But no, you got a Lion King coming out, live action. Oh, have you seen the Funko Pops of those Lion Kings?
No.
Oh, they look so bad.
James Earl Jones is back.
As Mufasa. I saw that. That's actually pretty cool. Once again, take my money. You got freaking Aladdin. You got Genie.
I don't like Jafar. No, he is not. He doesn't.
See, I haven't heard too much more about Jafar as much as I heard about, what's his name? The genie himself being played Will Smith.
Jafar does not sound menacing like he does in the cartoon.
No,
he sounds like, hello, I need you to go into that cave right there, and I need you to plug in the computer. Okay, just turn it on. Tell me what you see.
Is your computer running Microsoft? No, please.
Turn off the screen. Okay. Do you still see the problem? No, it's fixed.
Does he talk in the trailer?
Yes, he does.
Bring up the trailer. I want to see the trailer.
He just doesn't sound menacing like he does in the original movie.
So just letting everyone know, we might have to mute this out because I want to get copyright strike. But I want to get a moment. Please go see the Aladdin trailer. We're gonna watch it real quick. I gotta hear this.
I know you guys have been waiting, and here's the very first trailer for Aladdin. Here's the very first trailer. Don't get dizzy, though. Don't get dizzy before we start the trailer.
That's what he looks like.
In some of the movies, sometimes he's blue, sometimes he's not blue.
Okay, I was about to say they better have it blue. Okay, you got Aladdin running. Oh, you do some Assassin's Creed stuff. Parkour. Come on, Ezio.
Yeah, the little monkey.
And that's Jasmine, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You look like a young prince.
Okay.
You stumbled upon an opportunity. I can make you rich.
Not so much that. Oh, please don't. Yeah, he's not menacing. He sounds young.
What would I have to do? There's a cave of wonders.
Yeah, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
He doesn't have that.
He sounds like he's trying to hook an accent, but he's not trying to really hook the accent. So yeah, I guess I can see the disappointment in that.
Yeah, but other than that, the movie looks great.
All right, so let's move on. Hellboy premiered this last week.
I'm gonna go see it Thursday, so don't tell me any spoilers.
I will tell you this: Hellboy makes great comic books. If you've never read a comic book by Hellboy, pick one up. They're great. They're awesome. I just don't think they make good movies.
Oh no, the first two with Ron Perlman were amazing. This third one, they actually.
The first one I can sleep through. The first one didn't catch my eye. Ron Perlman was great as Hellboy, and I think that's the way it should have been. I think the reboot was a couple years too soon.
Well, see, the problem with the reboot is like Ron Perlman tried to make a third movie to finish up that trilogy, and they actually had a script. And then when they did this reboot, they took parts of that script for the third movie and tried to make it into a reboot. And I think that's where it failed.
See, the Golden Army, the second movie, I love that movie. That movie was great. I love the special effects in that thing. I love which the first one had great, decent special effects too. The makeup, the art, the costuming was great. But when they go in that underworld scene, when they're fighting that big old dude and he crushes his hand and stuff, the big one. That fight scene was cool. I like that one. Everyone in that scene had makeup on, costuming, all that stuff. Almost like the old Star Wars where everything was like touchable, you tangible,
practical effects.
Yeah, practical effects. Just this one, I didn't buy it, man. I don't want to spoil it. You're gonna go see it. I don't want to spoil it for everyone at home, but it just wasn't one of those movies I was going like, oh, I'd pay to go see this again.
One thing they did get right that I hear is that it's rated R, so there's blood and there's gore.
There is
like
that.
In the comics, there's a lot of like I guess there's people getting their faces ripped off.
There's a lot of action. There's a lot of not gore. I'm not gonna say it's like the goriest thing I've ever seen, but it is an R-rated movie. Maybe it's trying to follow back on the heels of Deadpool. Deadpool's a superhero, rated R movie.
They're two different companies.
Two different companies, but then again, there's a formula there. There has to be for a superhero, R-rated movie. Blade had a formula. Now that was a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
And Wesley Snipes pretty much had creative control on whatever he did on set. But once again, look what that ended up to him. He ended up in prison. Don't pay your taxes.
But he had 3 movies.
Yeah, he did have 3 movies. But you got to look at the third movie. Ryan Reynolds once again carried that movie on his shoulders and his back. So we're gonna jump over to some comic books. I like comic books.
We didn't talk about the Joker movie.
Oh, that's way down. We got that down here.
I got it right here next to
No, we're going down here.
No, come on.
I'm going down next.
Fine, all right.
I'm going. We're going to go to San Diego Comic-Con's doing a Hall of Fame. First inductee is going to be Batman character. And they just released Batman 1000th issue. I think that's cool. That's a good way to start it off. Batman, one of the most historic characters of the DC universe, of any universe, really, if you think about it. If you talk about Batman, you're pushing the narrative of comic books forward because everyone knows who Batman is. If you don't know nothing about comic books, you know at least who Batman is. The movies, the comics, the cartoons, toys. Batman has a monopoly on all that. You can pick a director, Tim Burton to Schumacher. Everyone has touched Batman, but in their own special way. But to induct Batman as a character, I think was the best choice as the first choice. The next one, you probably bring in, Spider-Man.
Yeah,
that would be the best second choice because you guys go bring in Marvel in that,
or even Superman.
Superman is one of the other ones that's maybe the most notoriety next to Batman.
Yeah, I think the top DCUs would be like Batman, Superman, like Wonder Woman. The top 3, the Holy Trinity.
You got
and then for Marvel, you're gonna have like Spider-Man, Captain America, Iron Man.
Yeah, but you're gonna have like certain off characters like the Wonder Twins.
Yeah,
like when's our time?
Calendar Man
as a special villain. Condiment Man. Would you like relish?
He's actually a villain.
He's a villain, but
he gives you condiment, but he gives you too much ketchup.
Too much. You ever go to the Olive Garden? The person's like, "Would you like pepper, sir?" And you're like, "Good. That's good,
yeah.
sir. That's good." And you got to literally almost physically grab the guy.
With the cheese, it's like, just tell me when. And they're like halfway through things, like, no, keep going.
Keep going. What are you waiting for? You ever want to just grab that thing from them and just
let me do
the cheese, man? So what do you got next on your list you want to talk about here?
Joker movie.
You want to talk about Joaquin Phoenix Joker?
Yeah.
So what I saw from the trailer, it's pretty much coming off the base of The Killing Joke, because you got a failed comedian comic.
Yeah. Except in this, it looks like he doesn't have a child and a wife. It looks like maybe he loses his mother.
Okay. Yeah, I did see something of that. Not too much. Which once again, they put their own spin on the movie. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I could see them doing that.
Yeah. I read a comic on the trailer.
Am I the only one that liked Jared Leto as the Joker?
Probably. I don't like Jared Leto.
I thought he was a good Joker. I thought he did a decent Joker. I thought he did what Joker was supposed to do.
He had some good aspects, but just like I didn't like the whole tattooed silver grill.
But that does come from a comic. That does come from a comic series of Batman. The whole silver grill, tattoos, green. It's out there. How they went with the Joker loses his face, gets cut off and stuff like that, and gets like put it back on. That's been a little bit too crazy. But Jared,
they did that in the Gotham show.
But the thing is, what I'm thinking is, there looks like they're predating this Joker to be before Batman was around by like 10, 15, 20 years. So,
well, that's the thing is we've only seen that one Jared. I mean, Batman could be roaming around and we just don't know it yet. It could be in his early year one.
No,
he's just starting out.
Well, maybe, because you gotta look when you watch Batman v Superman. Batman was around for 8 years before anyone technically really saw him. He was still the myth, the legend, the Batman. But then they finally there he is. We finally got a good picture of him.
Yeah,
can't stay still for nothing.
But no, I was reading a comment on the trailer. And they were like, "Oh, so he became a Joker because he got hit with his own sign." Because there was a scene in the trailer where the guys take his sign and he's chasing after him and he gets smacked in the face with this.
And that's what turned him into this man embarrassed me by hitting me with my own sign. I'm gonna show him. I'm gonna show the world. Don't laugh at me.
Also next month,
Godzilla's coming out next month.
The King of Monsters.
Which I'm gonna once again take my money. There's like anything that's gonna come out in the next year. Just open my wallet. Feel free to have at it.
Well, we have Godzilla. We have John Wick.
John Wick 3. Well, those a little bit down the pipe. We'll come up to those. I'm sure if we.
Month.
Yeah, we'll talk. We're pretty sure we'll come back to those. But Game of Thrones premiered. Game of Thrones is going to premiere or did premiere or whatever it is. People are losing their minds over this. I know you don't watch Game of Thrones.
No.
But yeah, man, Game of Thrones is a thing, and I thought fans were like, I thought we were big fans about stuff, and like, oh, we like Star Wars. I like Batman. Now people are nuts, like insane over Game of Thrones. Like cosplay is cool and all, but these people are like, I am Jon Snow.
Well, what's funny is because people are like, I want to know what happens. I want to go read the books. Books are all out. Just read the books, and you get a good idea what happens.
Everyone dies.
Everyone dies.
At the end, at the end of this season, I don't think no one takes the throne. I think just like a meteor hits, like, takes it off.
Destroys the throne after someone wins it. It's like, I didn't even get to sit in it yet.
But what they all just take turns. It's like, it's your turn. It's your turn. And then the other guy's like, no, I'm not moving.
No, it's mine. He chains himself to it.
No, you gotta get it. I don't wanna. So it totally goes 5 on it. So what else we got? We got Phoenix Fan Fusions next month, and and I know we got a lot of stuff coming up. I want to push off a lot of stuff, and we'll probably come back to Phoenix Fan Fusion. Before that, we're gonna be there
Saturday. So if you find us, stop us, say hi, take photos. We'll give autographs.
It's only happened once.
Twice.
Twice. Okay, twice has happened. But no, we'll be out there Saturday, and they have stacked the card.
Lots of people.
Like for me, the biggest name on the card is Jeff Goldblum. Bring up the Comic-Con list, because it is a lot. There's Jeff Goldblum,
Amy Jo Johnson,
Paul Rubin. Whatchamacallit? Paul Rubin did Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah, I'm not excited to see him, but okay.
You had Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah.
She played the Pink Ranger in the 90s television and movie, 98 movie of the Power Rangers.
Ray Parks.
Ray Parks. He did Snake Eyes in the G.I. Joes. He also did Darth Maul. Also Toad in the X-Men.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He was.
He was Toad.
I forgot about that.
You also had, what's his name? Frodo Baggins is going to be there.
Elijah
Wood. And then you have Matthew Lewis. He played Dudley out of Harry Potter.
Summer Galu.
And look at that. Speaking of, they just announced that. Look at that. Speaking of Game of Thrones, Nikolai Coster. What's that last name? Waldo. Yeah, he plays one of the Lannisters on Game of Thrones. He just got announced. How much is his autograph? Let's see how much his autograph is.
It went up since season 8.
It went like, this is the last time you're ever going to see me. Got to get paid. See what it is.
If it'll come up.
You got Aurora's going to be there from Star Trek. Nikolai Nichols?
No.
Nichelle Nichols. Ugh. I'm a dummy.
Summer Galu. She's very popular in the...
I've never heard of her.
Firefly, Arrow.
Summer Galu.
Mostly people know her from Firefly. She was in the Terminator TV series.
So let's see what you got. How much does boys Lannister's autograph go for?
$80.
$80. That's not bad because Jeff Goldblum being probably the highest ticket on this car is going to 110. So that's a lot of money.
Mike Cole is unable to attend.
Who?
Mike Cole. I don't know who that is.
I have no idea who that is. But they also have like Dennis O'Neil. He's one of the great authors for Batman. He wrote Batman Nightfalls. Hey, you wish you didn't get your comic book graded already. You could have got him to autograph it. I got the novel. I'm going to have him autograph my novel.
Yeah, I'm still waiting to hear when that's coming back to me.
Yeah, they have this card that's so stacked. Go to guest right there. And then
I'm at guess.
Yeah, go to media. Do it now. They have a YouTuber too. They're going to be there.
A YouTuber.
Other than me and you.
So we got Steve Cardenas.
He played another Red Ranger.
Yeah.
That was Rocky, right? From the Power Rangers. Oh, look at they got Billy D. Williams.
I met him already.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
They have Adam Savage from Mythbusters.
Yes, I want to get a book from him signed.
Yeah, he's doing a book sign only. And then you got
Executive
George
Vice
Takei
President of Paramount Pictures in California, Summer Helene.
So
used
we're gonna
to be a Victoria's Secret model.
Really?
Yes.
I'm gonna be hollering at Summer Helene to see if she can get us like a contract deal going on here.
I don't want to see you in Victoria's Secret.
No, I'm not gonna be in Victoria's Secrets.
That'd be very awkward.
You like it. Walter, who's that? Walter Cronkite? No.
No, Walter Cohen. He was Chekhov.
Oh, in the Star Trek. Okay.
Original Star Trek.
And then you got all the other characters. Oh, here's your voice actors: Barbara Dunkelman from Rooster Teeth and Ruby, and you have some Jeremy
Lucy
Shida. He does Adventure Time as Finn, and then look at that, Christopher Sabat. He does the voice of Piccolo. All Might from My Hero Academia. Oh, have you watched My Hero Academia?
No.
Oh, it's so good. You got to watch My Hero Academia.
Not my thing.
Just watch it. It's great. No. And then look, go down real quick. Go down. Tom Kenny, voice of SpongeBob, Spiral, and the mayor from Powerpuff Girls. He's a legend. I watch him on TV all the time. SpongeBob, Saturday morning cartoons.
Ooh, comics and artists.
Comics and artists.
Can't say any of these names.
I don't know. You think? See, I wish the only
Anybody
thing
that stands out.
I wish the one thing they had of that our Comic Con or Fan Fusion, whatever you want to call it. I know it's called Phoenix Fan Fusion, but
Kevin
to
Eastman?
me, it's always going to be Comic Con because Comic Con is Comic Con, and that's what I'm going to go with because I'm probably going to mess that up a ton. I know it's Fan Fusion. I don't want to call it that. It's Comic Con to me. Anyways, you know how they have San Diego Comic Con and New York Comic Con. They have all these pop exclusives. They need to bring Funko Pop exclusives to Phoenix Fan Fusion Comic Con.
They probably have it at the one in January, the Glendale one, the AMC.
Ace Comic Con. I want to go to Ace Comic Con, but that ticket is too expensive for $75 for one day.
That one's a little more popular than
because $75 will get you a full weekend at Phoenix.
Joe Robinson.
Oh, Joe Robinson. He did. He's the best known for the inker for Wolverine #1, and that's good too. And then they have the guy for who did the story, or I think he did also the drawings for Hulk #181, first appearance of Wolverine and versus Hulk and the Wendigo. Yeah, I know my comics.
I know you do.
So, no, I just want look at Funko Pop's making all these different exclusives for San Diego, New York. Bring it to Phoenix because Funko Pop's killing it. In the first quarter of this year alone, they made $158 million. They're killing it. Whoever I wish I jumped on that bandwagon. I would have invented some Funko Pop stuff. That'd been great.
We actually made our own Funko Pops.
No, we did make our own Funko Pop. I'm talking about join that business, get part of that money.
Yes, yeah.
That would have been good. What else you got going on here?
We're at the end of my list because we took a lot of it out.
Oh, well, we cut, we draw, we do all kinds of other stuff.
We could have talked about WWE, but that's too far away. We already came in.
Well, look at WWE. WrestleMania was about, a week ago, 2 weeks ago?
Week and a half, something like that?
You had the first
First women's main event.
First women's main event with Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey. They said that was a botched finish, that Ronda Rousey was not supposed to lose by pinfall.
No, actually, she was. The whole thing.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I know.
Okay.
They said that she wasn't supposed to lose by pinfall. It was supposed to be Becky Lynch over Charlotte Flair with an armbar. And then that referee got fined. And then another referee got fired for another match earlier that night.
Because the stuff I've been seeing was it went as planned. Becky Lynch was supposed to win, but it was supposed to be a longer fight, and they ended it too soon.
See, I watched it, and I was really into it, but I wasn't that into it. After Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan that stole the show for me, that was it. No, when he had that celebration in the middle of the ring with his kid, that hit you right in the feels.
Yeah.
That was the main event.
I think my favorite fight was Batista and Triple H.
Do you see Batista trip in the ring?
Yes, that was. And then the second time he gets in, he did it all slow and everything.
I was watching a video. Batista's ring attire,
I saw that one,
was all made out of shoes. Like, I'm not gonna say nothing just in case Dave Batista ever sees this. He's not gonna see this, but he's big enough he could do whatever he wants. But that's
Batista. I'm still waiting for my autograph from Phoenix last year. I'm still
You're
waiting.
You're
for
still salty about that.
Yes,
you're supposed to be at Phoenix. What do they call it? Fan Fest,
Fusion
whatever
Fest,
they called it. Comic-Con. He was supposed to be at Phoenix last year, and then he canceled so he can go film a movie. I think it was Guardians of the Galaxies 2. But you're still mad about that.
Yep.
But once again, did Triple H really need to win?
I mean, it could have gone either way, but I think I know Batista said that he did like the way the match came out. He was happy the way it ended and how he ended his career in wrestling and stuff.
I'm happy that I fell into the ring.
What really got me was the part where he was pulling out his nose ring with the pliers.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty ill. I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of cool.
I watched that scene so many times. I tried to figure out how they took it out without making it obvious.
Did they gimmick it or something like
that?
I liked his entrance. He came in with those pimped out Escalades.
And the bodyguards?
Yeah, the bodyguards and stuff like that. Kind of was like Goldberg-ish, like Goldberg came out with like the 8 police officers, doom, doing the whole thing, and he breathed smoke and stuff.
I didn't like the Rey Mysterio fight.
Oh, it was too short. Well, you got to remember, Daniel Bryan took like 25 minutes, so they cut that one short.
Yeah.
But then again, he jobbed to Samoa Joe and all the other good stuff. But you had Kofi Kingston. Once again, I'm going to bring up Kofi Kingston, the first African-American champion in WWE for the longest time, which I think that he deserves after 11 years of, paying his dues.
Yeah.
He should have got it way before, but once again, I'm a nerd. I'm a geek. I don't know nothing about wrestling. I'm a mark.
The Brock Lesnar and Seth Rollins.
No what? And that was probably the best. That's the best choice. They front-loaded that card.
Well,
and
more than
they got that one over
more than
with.
half the match. It wasn't even the match. The match hadn't even started yet. More than the half of that. It was just Brock Lesnar beating him up.
Oh, that's right, because he jumped out the ring and attacked him. Well, you got to look at Brock Lesnar was offered a contract for a title shot with UFC, and that one's going to probably be at the end of the summer, at August. So, he's going to have to drop the title now to get a 6 to 5 month training camp.
Yeah, because you can't do both at the same time.
No, heck no. Well, then again, he doesn't really travel, does he?
No.
He don't really show up at all.
No, he doesn't show up. He shows up for like title fights and maybe a guest appearance here and there.
All right. Well, we are going to go ahead and announce what we got going for our prize. If you want to win this prize, I will ship it to you. If you're local here in Tucson, you happen to win, hey, I will deliver it to you. If you're somewhere else in the world, I will contact you and I will let you know you won. Just comment in this video below. Tell us something you agree with. You like the Hellboy movies. Do you think Disney is going to own us all one day with their big old billions of dollars?
I got an idea.
What is that?
Comment down below about a future project you would like us to see.
Or just comment below about a future project. I want to do that's a whole different thing. Future project. Tell us what you guys thought, what you think about any subject we talk about here, and you will be entered for a chance to win a Godzilla action figure. Now, if you want us to customize it, that's a whole different thing. We could talk about that. We'll do it for free. But once again, let us know.
No, I will not be painting it purple like some of you suggested.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh my gosh.
It's blue.
I'm still reading those comments.
It's blue.
We know it's blue. If you watched the beginning of the video, I specifically said I'm going to paint it like a whole other
video. Believe me, we have another Godzilla video up in the pipe somewhere coming down, probably before the movie comes out. But once again, that's a whole other different conversation. But once again, want to be entered? Like, comment, subscribe, talk about what you want to talk about in the comment section. Other than that, if you guys like this format we're doing, we are coming from Harley's Toys and Comics right here in Tucson Mall in Tucson, Arizona. Ronnie was very, very generous to letting us use her shop for this with the beautiful background.
Wait, you asked her?
Yeah.
I thought we were just doing this because. But
Well, she
knows?
She hasn't chased us out yet.
Oh,
so, anyways, once again, if you guys want to see more of this, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to crank these out bi-weekly, monthly, weekly if we could.
whenever we can.
Whenever we can, just let us know if you guys like this format. But until next time, we'll see you in the next video.